Arizona, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Arizona. I am blown away by this. I mean, you know how hard it is to follow President Trump? This is not easy, okay? Wasn't it great to hear from President Trump? Do you guys love him as much as I love him? Let me ask you this, do you miss him as much as I miss him? Can we just get him back, please? God, please. I don't know. I love that president because you know why? He loves us. Yes. He loves us so much. He loves this country. He fights for us, and he always put America first. Every day. He fought for us. He still does. And I am so proud because of President Trump to say that I am a Trump Republican. And just like President Trump, as governor, I will put you first. I'll fight for you every single day. Thank you. I love you too. You know, think about it. Under President Trump, we had a booming economy, no inflation. I mean, the prices never went up. We had a record stock market. Our border was more secure than ever. We even had peace being brokered in the Middle East. I had never seen that in my entire lifetime. And I'm kind of old. I haven't seen that in my entire lifetime. We had a very strong military, and things were going so good. Remember when President Trump used to say, when I'm in office, we're going to win, we're going to win. You're going to get tired of winning. I never, ever once got tired of winning. Not once. Were you tired of him winning? No, I wasn't either. And now under Joe Biden, it is the polar opposite. It's losing, losing, losing. I mean, it's like loser Joe, that's all he knows what to do is to lose. And I'm really sick of it. In 7 short months, Joe and Kamala have managed to destabilize the entire world. Think about that. In 7 months, they've run this country into the ground, and I will be damned if I let them run Arizona into the ground. You know what I say to Joe Biden? Hell no, Joe. Actually, Joe can have California. Just have it. It's gone. But there's a lot of blue states he can have. But Joe, I got a message for you. Keep your hands, your creepy hands, off of Arizona. And since we're talking about this beloved state that we all love so much, I do not for 1 second think that Arizona is a blue state. Is it? No way. It's not even purple. It's not magenta. It's not fuchsia. It is bright red. And it is a bright red state full of patriots like yourselves. We have patriots fighting for us right now in the state legislature. I'm talking about Senator Karen Fann, Mark Fincham, Kelly Townsend, Wendy Rogers, we love her, and Sonny Borelli. Or as President Trump says, Borelli. And you know what? We've got great patriots fighting for us in the U.S. Congress. We're so lucky to have people like Andy Biggs and Debbie Lesko. And of course, Dr. Paul Gosar. Love that guy. I gotta tell you, can you believe this? The Arizona Repugnant, they actually wrote a hilarious hit piece about me and Dr. Gosar. I think he's the greatest. They said that we live in crazy town. Yeah, that's what they said. I actually took that as a compliment. I really did, because Paul Gosar is one of the greatest congressmen this country has ever seen. He fights for us every day in Congress. He takes on the tough issues. He's not afraid to back down. And you know what? To be honest, that newspaper is on life support. It really is. I don't think they have any credibility. And if they're writing hit pieces about me, that must mean I'm over the target and I'm doing something right. So, you know what I say to the Arizona repugnant? Bring it on. We also have fighters like Kelly Ward. I think she's great. Kelly has really turned around the Arizona Republican Party. Is she in the crowd? Kelly, where are you? There she is. Thank you, Kelly. She's amazing. Thank you, Kelly. You've done, and I'm going to tell you, I'm a tough woman. She is a really tough woman. Thank you, Kelly. She takes the punches every day and she punches right back. We need more people like you, Kelly. Thank you. And we're so lucky in Arizona. I mean, we're a tough state. We're lucky to have conservative activists like Charlie Kirk and Tyler Boyer with Turning Point USA, and they're headquartered here. Did you know that? We're so lucky. And the Arizona Young Republican Chairman, Austin Smith, fighting for us. I love him. He endorsed me, by the way. He's super smart. He endorsed me. Actually, I think we have some of those young Republicans here in the crowd. Do we? Raise your hand. One? Just one. Oh, here's another one. You know what? Some people say that these young Republicans are the future of the Republican Party. I don't think they are. I think they are the Republican Party. And I credit President Trump for getting them excited. We finally have a leader who cares about them. And President Trump brought so much excitement to the Republican Party. We owe him so much gratitude, and thank you to the young Republicans for being the future. Now, I've mentioned some pretty well-known names, right? But we've got a lot of patriots who you may not know their name. They're just as important, maybe even more important. I'm talking about you, the patriot parent out there. Are you a parent and you've gone to the school board meetings and you give them hell for trying to mask your kids? Every single one of you has my heart. Every single one of you. Keep it up. Do not let off. Thank you. How about the Patriot students at ASU who told Michael Crow to take his mask mandate and shove it where the ASU sun doesn't shine? And the patriots who put their life on the line for us every day. I'm talking about our first responders, our men and women in law enforcement, and our heroes in the military. I know a lot of you are here in this audience. Would you mind raising your hand? If you're one of those in that crowd I just mentioned, raise your hand. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. Take a look at these heroes, guys. These are the ones, it's a thankless job. They get trashed by the left on a daily basis. We want you to know that we, conservatives, appreciate you. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you. And we're seeing the Patriot Party, we're seeing the Patriot movement grow, because think about this, we've got nurses and doctors. We have medical professionals right now who maybe weren't even involved in politics, but now they find themselves on the front line. They found themselves on the front line. They were our heroes, and now their hospitals are telling them, you get the shot or get out. Are you one of them right here? It's ridiculous. It's horrible. So they are fighting for their medical freedom. I'm standing right there alongside of them, and I know we are all standing by them. Thank you. We got to get the message out that it is we who are in charge of our own medical decisions, not the pharmaceutical CEOs, not that lady down at the health department who tries to tell us to shut our businesses down. She's not in charge of us. And your boss is not in charge of your health. But sadly, until we stop going along with this madness, the madness will not stop. It's going to take us all standing up. And it's hard, but we don't have a lot of time. We have to stand up and say, no, we're not going to do this anymore. Because you know what? Our freedom does not come from these lunatics on the left. Our freedom comes from the big man upstairs. And I don't have to tell you guys that the big man upstairs is on our side, right? I'm speaking to so many Arizonans these days, and I always say I really, truly believe that God put us all here at this very moment in history, not because we're weak. He put us here because He knows we are strong. He made us strong. And He knows that we are going to rise to the occasion, and we are going to save this republic. I don't know about you, but I don't like to let God down. It's not good. We're going to do it. We're going to save this republic because He loves this country, and so do we. So who in this room, I have to ask, I know that there have to be a few of you who volunteered down at the audit. Any audit workers? Let me see you. Wow. Wow. Back there? Look at that. Thank you. I mean, talk about patriots. They got painted by the media as tinfoil hat-wearing conspiracy theorists because they love this country, and they cared about that election. We all know the 2020 election was a debacle. Let's just face that, right? And the audit report is coming out soon. Who's excited to see the report? Maybe I should have asked who's not excited. Is there anybody in here who's not excited? Raise your hand. Okay, get out. All right, I will tell you as governor, my number one priority will be to take what we learned from that report, and we will take that and we will use it to make Arizona's elections the most fair and the most trusted in the country. Yes, we have to. We have no choice, or we don't have a country. We will be the standard bearer for all elections here in Arizona. Arizona first. I am so proud. I am so very proud that it is our state, our beloved Arizona, that got the ball rolling to uncover what's been going on with our elections. And I actually think the Arizona audit is our modern day Lexington and Concord. It's that important. It is that important. And when this report comes out, do not believe a word that the corrupt media says, that they're liars, and frankly, I think they're criminal. They should be. I mean, some of them probably should be locked up. They have lied. They've buried the truth about everything. COVID, the election, the audit, you name it. They have been lying and pushing propaganda for decades. And you better believe that when the election results come out, they will spin the hell out of them. I'll tell you what, no one's watching them. They're really not. I tell this story. I recently got some ratings, overnight ratings from the local networks here in town. And you know, our local stations, they reach about 5.2 million viewers. That's what they have the capability of reaching when you tune in your TV for the news. How many would you think they're reaching on, the number one newscast is reaching on the average 5 p.m. newscast?
400,000.
A million? No. The night I got the ratings, the number one newscast reached just over 6,000 people. And for one full hour, from 4:30, 5:30 p.m., that station that Bram Resnick, the guy who doesn't say the Pledge of Allegiance, they had 0 viewers for a full hour. 0. So right now, I want to speak actually to my former colleagues in the news media. If you have 1 ounce of integrity and credibility in your bones, do the honorable thing and start telling the truth. And you know what? I mean, I'm being dead serious right now. If the bosses, because I know how it works, I was there for 30 years. If the bosses will not let you tell the truth, then you walk away. Walk away. Do not betray your fellow countryman for a paycheck. I mean, it really makes me sick to my stomach, the fake news and the global elites and all of the people in our government who seem to be following some sort of a America Last agenda. It's horrible what's happening. And Joe Biden, I really truly believe he either hates America or he is owned by China. Or both. Or both, maybe. It doesn't make sense what he's doing. He's handed over control of our border to the cartels. That's who's in control. That's truly who's in control. We have to sit here in Arizona and watch as thousands of people cross and pour over our border. They come here every day. Many of them are COVID positive. They are unvetted. We don't know who's coming across. It is truly an assault on Arizona, and we're tired of it. And I'll tell you what, when I'm governor, we will stop this madness at the border and we'll finish the wall. Actually, I just had an idea. I think actually we only have 20 miles left. I think the people in this room, a couple weekends work. We can do it. Are you in? Who's gonna help? Okay. Now, here's the sad thing. It's not just Joe Biden and Kamala. To make matters worse, our own governor of Arizona, a Republican, yesterday or the day before, he agreed to accept a plane loads of refugees to Arizona. Plane loads of refugees on top of what we're already seeing here in Arizona. I'm sorry, Doug, but we shouldn't even be having this conversation until every single American is home and flown out of harm's way. I mean, I actually hear he wants to be president someday. I don't pretend to know everything about everything, but refugees should be settled in a country that's close to their homeland. Not 7,000 miles away on a different continent. It doesn't make any sense. What kind of upside down world are we living in, guys? It's bizarro land, you're right. I'll tell you what, we're living in a world right now where our government retrieves non-citizens out of Afghanistan, but in the meantime, they're leaving thousands of our own brothers and sisters behind. And then they gift the Taliban with billions of dollars of Black Hawk helicopters, guns, weapons, munitions. It's horrible. It's vile. It's disgusting. And it's un-American. I'll tell you what. I think it is time to clean house. Let's get rid of this entire generation of failed politicians right now. And frankly, I think we should get rid of the career politicians who are running for office. Because you know how it works, right? They've got 30 years of political experience. I don't want that. I don't want them to have that, because that means they owe 30 years of political favors to their cronies on day one. I owe 0 favors. My only special interest group is you, the people of Arizona. And I truly believe that we need an outsider. We need an outsider who is not bought and paid for. We've had that. We've had that for dozens of years. My whole life we've been seeing that, except for Donald Trump. And Ronald Reagan. I promised my girlfriend backstage I will not say balls, so do not let me say balls. We need a governor with a backbone and common sense. And I'll tell you what, when I'm governor, I will not have to wait for a cue from Governor Ron DeSantis to figure out what to do. Don't get me wrong, I adore Ron DeSantis. I think he's a rock star. But have you noticed all these governors, they wait, they've got problems in their state, they just sit there like this, what do we do? What is Ron DeSantis gonna do? And then they, okay. And then 4 or 5 days later, they do the same thing Ron DeSantis does. I don't need to do that. I'm gonna do the right thing first. Maybe Ron DeSantis will copy me. And you know what? I trust Arizonans. I really do. I think we're big boys and girls. I trust you to do the right thing when it comes to your health, to your family's health, to your business. I will never shut our state down again. I'll never shut your businesses down again, and I'll never shut your churches down again. And when I'm governor, I will bring back confidence, full confidence to our elections. And if it's proven that there was any wrongdoing or fraud, if it's proven that there was any fraud, we will lock them up. We will prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. I don't care how high up it goes. They will be prosecuted. And we'll fully fund our police. We need to have safe streets again. As your governor, we will develop a long-term plan to bring more water to our state. We've been hoping and praying for rain. That's not a strategy. With desalination, we can actually finally bring water into our state. And we can do it. Can you imagine if we had enough water, and with our climate and all the sunshine we get, Arizona would be an agricultural marvel. We could grow fruits and vegetables, everything nonstop. And because I'm Arizona first and America first, when I'm your governor, I promise to cut all remaining ties with the communist Chinese regime. All of those ties ties that were forged by our corrupt politicians who like to make nice with China, there is no business deal that is worth selling your country out for. We know that China unleashed a bioweapon on the world. That's a fact. Doesn't matter what CNN says, that is a fact. And that bioweapon caused billions of dollars in economic damage to Arizona. And our political leaders might be willing to ignore that fact, but I'm not. Send them a bill. I'll tell you what, I am going to, because I've got the CCP in my crosshairs. And that's not a good place to be, because I'm actually a pretty good shot. And when I'm